What's going on, you guys? This is going to be a quick video on how to replace your serpentine belt on the Toyota Sienna with the 3.5 liter V6 engine. This belt is also known as the drive belt or the accessory belt. For this job you want the following items. You need the replacement belt, should run you around $15. You need a 14mm combination wrench and then some kind of a pipe or an object that will fit over the wrench. This will give you more leverage, and I'll go more detail about this later. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to put the van on jack stands. I got one on each side of the subframe. I'm going to remove the wheel cover and then remove the wheel. Once the wheel is out of the way, you'll see this engine cover right here. It's held in place with two 10mm bolts and then a plastic clip. The bolts are no problem. The clip, I just lost patience here and just broke it off. Back inside the engine bay, I'm going to go ahead and use this 14mm wrench on the tensioner pulley. You want to turn it counterclockwise to loosen the tension on the belt. I'm going to go ahead and slip it on there right now, and this is where that pipe comes in handy. With the wrench by itself, you see there's not much room to reach in there to turn it. I'm going to go ahead and slip that pipe over the wrench, and now I'm able to turn that tensioner counterclockwise. If you don't have a pipe, they also make extra long wrenches just specifically for this job. So I've got the tensioner loosened up. I'm going to reach in with the other hand and take the belt off of the idler pulley that's on the top. Not the tensioner pulley, but the idler pulley. I've got the belt off of there, you can see right there. I'm going to go ahead and release the wrench. And now it's just a matter of pulling the old belt out. Okay, so we can go ahead and start installing the new belt. Here's the diagram of how it's routed. You can see it goes through everything: the water pump, power steering, alternator, AC, and crank. I'm going to go ahead and grab a section of the belt and feed it down from the top. On this engine, I like to start off with the alternator and the AC pulley since they're right there and they're easy to get at. So I'm going to go ahead and slip the belt over those two pulleys. Next, I'm going to move on to the crankshaft pulley, and here you want to leave a little bit of the belt free, make a loop like so. This will go over the tensioner pulley. For now, just leave it in place like that. The last step will be to fit it over the tensioner pulley. This is how it's going to look like from down below. You can see that loop of the belt. And the final step is to slip the belt over the power steering pulley and the idler pulley right there. So at this point, the belt should be fitted over all the pulleys except the tensioner. I'm going to go ahead and grab that 14mm wrench from the bottom and install it on the tensioner pulley like that. Again, I'm going to use that pipe and turn the tensioner counterclockwise. With my other hand, I'm going to go ahead and lift the belt and fit it over the tensioner pulley. One thing to remember when doing this is that that tensioner pulley has a lot of travel, so make sure you got to turn all the way counterclockwise. And that's all there is to replacing that belt. I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the engine cover and the wheel. The wheel lug nuts should be torqued to 76 pound-feet of torque. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.